Hmm. Hello, pink. Hello, pink, pink, pink. Hi. When the whole world is drive-through only and you don't have a car, here's your dining room. Hey guys, all right, so more adventures in not owning a car. I just took the trusty 109 down to the south terminal, then the 212, which is the one I would take typically to go out to IKEA, to go to a place called Tricolor Paints. They seem to be one of the very few people or companies in Vegas that sell Benjamin Moore paint. Now, I've been looking at YouTube for everything, and one of the things I'm learning is paint. And so there's a whole bunch of colors that I've been interested in, but I wanted to see them in life, in person. So I took 2 buses out here to get some paint chips. I'm going to compare those with the ones I got at Home Depot with Behr paints. And I'll compare those and take those along with me next time I get to the house. Hopefully that next time is closing. All right, cross your fingers. I'll show you the paint samples if they'll show up on camera really at all. So I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. Buddy's up here on the cat tree on my table. To those uninitiated to my channel, yes, I have more cat trees than you see behind me. Yeah, that's why I'm moving into a house the end of this month. But you have Claire up on top, and we have Eleanor over here. So hi, welcome back to my channel. Today is the 22nd of January. As you may remember, if you've watched my channel before, you know that I was under quarantine until the 20th. I had flown with someone who apparently tested positive, and so I had to stay in my house by myself with the cats until the 20th. And by the evening of the 20th, I was ready to get out of the house. Now, I just walked around the neighborhood with no real direction in mind, and I walked into a Goodwill. Now, I say that with a little surprise because it's not my habit to walk into Goodwill. I used to be fancy, if you don't know. I used to be very fancy. Now I'm this. But I used to be fancy in Boston, and you didn't tell people you walked into Goodwill. It wasn't something you did. It was ridiculous. You didn't go into Goodwill. But I know that in the past few years, I've walked into Goodwill a couple times to buy books because I'd heard it was a great place to go for books, and they weren't lying. There's always a great selection, and I have a couple in the house from Goodwill, but I certainly didn't make a habit of going to Goodwill and looking around at, like, clothes. I probably still wouldn't do that. But, like, kitchenware and glasses and stuff like that, I just never thought I would look. And I watched a few videos over the past few days, because I had nothing else to do, on YouTube, about thrifting. And I fell upon these videos, as you do. You know, you're watching YouTube, and suddenly you're watching a documentary about tree frogs when you were looking at China, you know, and craziness. But, so I was on YouTube looking at paint colors, because I'm preparing to move into my house. And I really want to have some things decided before I get my keys. So I can either hire a painter right away because I want to get the place painted so the cats can go in and not get paint on them or suffer any illnesses from the smells and vapors. So, I've been watching YouTube videos about paint, and that led me into people thrifting and buying stuff at Goodwill on purpose, right? And I was like, I don't know. But I wandered in there the other night, and I got 2 books. I found 2 books, and quickly I'll show you the books because I found some other stuff. I went back today and I found some fun stuff. So first off, I got this book. It was $1.99. It is The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama. I love the Dalai Lama, and I have this book on my phone digitally, but I can't look at my phone when I'm on the plane with passengers, so I can't read that book on the plane. So I got a paperback copy for $1.99. Can't beat it, right? And then I found this book, And Danny, I'm sorry, you can't have it. It's mine. My friend Danny loves anything airplanes, and I know that he would like this book, but it's for me. I should give it to him because I know he would like it, but I really want it. So it's called Passenger Aircraft and Airlines. Yes. And it's a pictorial guide to the world's civil planes and their major operators. And it is, and it talks all about all the airlines that were in operation in the U.S. and a lot of the countries outside of the U.S., the types of planes they operated and the plane's capacity, the engine types, and all sorts of stuff. And, you know, I really never wanted to be a flight attendant. If you remember, I kind of fell into the position. But since I've become a flight attendant, I've really enjoyed the history of airlines. And I'd love to learn more about the mergers and acquisitions and how did Delta get to be Delta. You know, back in this book, Delta was number 4 when it came to the U.S. Airlines. And, you know, now Delta's Delta. So I'd like to learn more about the mergers and different ways of different airlines have grown or eaten each other alive. But inside the book, there was an article on the Concorde, a little clipping. That was when the Concorde was Concorde is in Massachusetts. The Concorde was going to be flying from Dallas to Paris. And it was newsmaking. Then I found these 2 postcards that were new. They haven't been written on. One is from National Airlines, which I've never heard of before. And then I found one, there's actually 2 of these. I got 2 of these in the book from Eastern Airlines. And my friend Linda used to work for Eastern, and I would like to mail one of these to her in an envelope. I wouldn't write on it. But, you know, I should have her mailing address because she's sent me 1,000 things over the past few years. And, of course, I don't have her address. So, Linda, if you're watching, email me your mailing address. I want to get one of those cards to you. So, I found those 2 books, and I got very excited, and I had a lot of fun. And I kind of walked around the store, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And I picked it up, and you know what happens when you're in a store, right? You just pick up everything. And I, you know, judging everything very harshly. So I left with my 2 books, very happy. Today, I went back to Goodwill, and I found some things. I found some fun stuff, and I bought them. Now, I bought some fun stuff. Now, mind you, I'm buying these things for the house I don't own yet, for the house I don't have furniture for yet. Let me show you this first. I don't have furniture, but I do have some knickknacks. My goal is to style my home, at least the first floor, in sort of a vaguely Scandinavian mid-century kind of mash. I'm very fond of the 2 styles. Both styles don't lean heavily on things. They lean heavily on, well, you can look up the definition of Scandinavian or mid-century, but there's not a lot of knickknacks and stuff like that. So, and I hardly have any. I hardly have any little odds and ends, a couple things, but not a lot. So, but I was just like, oh, that's cute. This is cute. And I'm like, oh, I could do this with. So I bought a few things at Goodwill to put on furniture that I don't own yet. I know I'm silly, but I don't know if I spent $25. If I spent $25, I'd be surprised. So first thing, let me show you what I bought, is this little bowl. Now it's like a little bamboo wooden base with this very dimensional, it's a stainless steel. It's by a company called Nambe. We used to sell Nambe, or I'm sure they still sell it, at Neiman Marcus in gift galleries. And I always liked Nambe. I didn't love it, but I liked it a lot. It's basically just cast aluminum pieces, right? Or stainless steel. But I saw this and went, oh my gosh, I just love the shape of that bowl. And I thought, well, you know, I love that. So I think this would be cute on a table, right outside my front door when I can just drop keys and stuff. And so, I don't know. I just liked it a lot. It was $4. I went on Amazon to try and find its larger brethren because they always come in different sizes. This one was like $99 if it were new. This one has a crack. It was through here, across, down through here. I fixed it with some super glue. So it clearly wouldn't sell for $100. But I just love this little bowl. And I just think it looks sort of vaguely 50s, 60s. I don't know. I just happened to like it, so I got it. And it was so cheap. Another piece of that vaguely similar style is this little bowl, a little petal bowl. Now, I thought this was really sweet. I just thought it was very, very sweet. The label says Wilton Armitel. I don't know, safe for cooking and serving food and beverages. I'm never going to serve food in this, but I thought this would be perfect for putting my jewelry in when I take it off at nighttime, like on a bed table or something. I just thought it was really precious. I loved it. It was $1.99. I think it was $1.99. And I just love it. Love it. All right, so I don't know where to put it. I'll put it in my bowl, in another bowl. What else did I buy? All right, I bought this. I know, it's a pepper mill. It's a pepper mill with a metal interior. I don't like the idea. I use pepper all the time. I love fresh ground pepper. But pepper mills that have plastic, which are most of the ones I've found, have plastic teeth inside. You're always going to be eating bits and pieces and little tiny microscopic chips of plastic. That's just a fact of using a pepper mill like that. And so I've had a hard time finding a pepper mill that I thought had a really good, solid metal working interior. And it just needs to be cleaned. It just needs to be washed up. And it was $1.99. And I thought, I love this. It would be so cute in the kitchen right there on the counter. What else did I get? What else did I get? Oh, these. I love these. Now, I already know where these are going. They need to be washed. And it's hard to tell how big they are. They're pretty tall. That's probably 14 inches tall. This is probably, a foot tall. But they're really solid cast glass pieces. And they're going to be candle holders. I'm going to put a white candle in here because the first floor of my house, at least, is going to be all white. Now, I've got like 10 different whites I've narrowed it down to. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm going to try and aim for that sort of Scandinavian look. You can hit YouTube and just look for Scandinavian design. That's my goal. That's my goal. But I thought these were fantastic, and they'll go on the mantle in my living room. And I think they'll great. You know, there's a rule of 3 that every designer follows and has to follow, where you have to have 3 of everything. 2 doesn't make any sense. It doesn't look very good. I thought these 2 by themselves looked great. And if I throw a third object up on the mantle, like a little plant or something in a completely different type of thing, I think that would make a grouping of 3. But I don't think you have to have 3 of everything you own, like 3 candles, 3 whatever. So I'm going to find very good use for those. This is something I'm surprisingly excited about. It's just a little teeny pot. It's just a little pot, but it's a little black and white stripes. And this is kind of a white that I like a lot too. In a lot of the Scandinavian design that I've been looking at online, it's a lot of black and white. And once I get my first floor painted, I think with all that light and the height and the openness, I think it would really work nicely in a Scandinavian sort of mid-century kind of idea. And in some of the Scandinavian stuff I've been looking at, there's a lot of use of black and white stripes to kind of break up the whiteness of stuff and the wood and the white. And I thought that this planter was really cute with a little spider plant in there. I think that'd be cute. Maybe even on the mantle with my little candle holders. I don't know. But I thought this was super cute. It was 99 cents. Did I tell you how much these were? These were both $1.99. And I think they're fantastic. I love this heavy, solid glass. And is there anything else I'm missing except for this? Now, this is my favorite thing that I found. Now, I don't think the bowl is original to the base. And it's still taped up, and I'm going to leave it taped up until I move it into its future home. But I told you I'm aiming for a Scandinavian sort of mid-century look, right? There's a lot of wood, particularly light wood, Scandinavian stuff and design. And I saw this little, I'm sure it's a fruit bowl. I could also use it as a salad bowl, serving bowl, whatever kind of bowl. But I just thought, look at the base on that. Isn't that cute? If you don't like it, that's okay too. But I think this is adorable. It's all blurry right now too. But it's a blonde wood kind of thing holding this bowl. The bowl is really cheap. Can you hear that? That's the kind of bowl that drops and it breaks into 10 million tiny little sharp pieces. So this bowl, as you can probably see, it's also kind of small for the stand, but I bought the stand, really. The bowl, excuse me, I'm going to toss. But I want to find another bowl that fits this stand better. And the whole, this was $3.99. I just thought it's got little feet, and it'll sit right on my table. The table I'm aiming for, this is the one I have in my head, is a round white tulip table. It's at IKEA. It's $179. It's a super cute table. I love it. I was also thinking of a taller, sort of not a bar, it's like a countertop height. It's not a high top or a bar top. It's kind of like a countertop height table with these really cool white plastic chairs with these really light blonde wood legs. I was thinking of that as well. But I thought this little bowl was super cute for $3.99. So I think that's all I bought. Yeah, but I didn't spend, I don't know, 20 bucks, $25. I don't even think I spent that much. But very excited about my little odds and ends. Now, I know I'm being foolish. I'm buying accessories for furniture I don't own yet. I know. But I couldn't resist these things. They're super cute, and they cost me almost nothing. So really quickly, I want to show you some paint chips while I'm at it, because this video is only 15 minutes long, which is like half my normal length of video, right? So I'm going to show you some colors, some whites. I don't know if actually this will actually show up at all on camera, but these are the whites I've these are the whites I've minimized my list to. Yeah, I know. It's hard to tell, right? So I'm actually leaning towards, if you know anything about whites, these are by Behr. I'm thinking, first off, my first thought is, of course, Chantilly lace, very popular color, with Benjamin Moore. I went to Benjamin Moore today. It took me almost 2 hours to find a Benjamin Moore, get there by bus and get back home. I did find paint samples for Benjamin Moore for Chantilly lace. It didn't seem very, very different from Ultra Pure White by Behr. So I was thinking of that, which is just white, white, white. I'm also thinking of these two. These are probably the two that I'm leaning towards. This is Swiss Coffee, which is also very popular with designers, and Simply White. You can see the difference there. And this is Ultra Pure White to compare the two of them. I know that these look off-white in comparison to this, but I'm thinking of one of these two in that big, giant, open space. I think it'll read white, white, white. But I'm also thinking of Ultra Pure White, or Sleek White. I like Sleek White too. In the end, I'll probably end up going over to Benjamin Moore and getting Chantilly lace, because it's a really, really good white, and it just seems to always work. So after looking at these for hours, I swear I was at Home Depot for like 2 hours just looking at white paints. It was like I was hypnotized. After all this time looking at whites, I'm probably going to end up comparing. Wait, hold, pause. I got a sample of the Chantilly lace. You know, I got to tell you, it's probably going to be Chantilly lace. This is Ultra Pure White, and that's Chantilly lace. I know they both look white, but I think I'm probably going to go with Chantilly lace. It's a very neutral white. So there you go. I made my decision on it. But I also wanted to find some colors. Oh, this is a color I was going to do my entire first floor, which is an Edgecomb gray. And I'll compare that to Chantilly lace, which is at the end there. Ooh. Hard to tell, right? Yeah, well, I was going to do Edgecomb gray because everyone else is. And I thought, well, it's such a popular color. Maybe I'll try. I'm not doing Edgecomb gray. But the cabinets in the kitchen, if you're still watching, the cabinets in the kitchen, I want to do the upper cabinets all white. And I've been watching endless videos on how to do that. And that's going to be a lot of work, I'll tell you. The kitchen cabinets on the top in the kitchen and the tall one on the right-hand side of the fridge, I want those all white. And the bottom cabinets, I was going to do them all black, but that's such a small kitchen. I thought the black would be a lot. So I decided on, I've chosen these 3 colors. This is ink black. So I know it says black, but it's kind of still blue at the same time. This middle one here is poppy seed, and I really like that a lot. And then this one is winter way, and that's more of a dark navy. And whatever color I choose for the bottom cabinets, I'm going to choose to paint the cabinets in my bathrooms as well. And whatever color I choose here, I'm going to use Hush, which is a light gray, next to whatever color I choose here for the wall color. And that's it. The other color I was thinking of for the bottom cabinets is this one called Starless Night. And I think I chose that mostly because of the name. It's pretty darn blue. It reads in bright light, like bluish purple, like a black sapphire. And you can see how blue it is compared to, which one is this? Ink black, poppy seed, and winter way. You can see how blue it is, right? So I'm probably gonna stay away from that one as much as I like it. It's probably gonna be winter way or ink black. I don't know, but what do you think? Ta-da! So those are some colors. Now I have spent hours and hours and hours. Oh, this is midnight blue. No. Hours looking at paint colors. So I want to be prepared for when I get my keys so I can just have the place painted real quick, or decide to paint it myself, which would be a lot of work. I'm going to be doing the kitchen and the bathroom cabinets myself. But there you go. Now this video is probably closer to my regular length. I do apologize because it's always too long. So there you go. So got some Goodwill finds for my future house. I know, I'm buying tchotchke before I buy a couch. And some potential paint colors. I don't know what I'm going to do for the second floor. The bathrooms are all going to be Hush, which is that very light gray, with one of these 3 darker colors. My bedroom, I don't know. I might just leave it like it is right now. It's like a gray and a blue or something for now. And the guest bedroom, which is the cat's bedroom, I think it's white right now. I'm going to leave it as it is because it's a bedroom for the cats. I don't think I need to paint it, right? All right, so, all right, there you go. I figured I would stop in and say hi, let you know what I did today, and there you go. I will see you again very soon. You have a great night, and fly safe.